You know, my next guest from such films as The Truth About Cats and Dogs and The Thin Red Line. Starting next Friday, he co-stars with Nicole Kidman, who plays his mail-order bride in Birthday Girl. Let's take a look.
I'm so sorry, John. Come on, you big old bastard. Tell him he's got what he wanted and to let her go.
Thank you, John.
Now, Nadia, she has secret today.
My name is not Nadia.
Wow. A lot of things just happened in that clip. Please welcome Ben Chaplin. Did you see George Foreman backstage? Were you at all tempted to go after him, to hit him?
I did see him backstage, but I didn't speak to him. I wanted to.
Good move, yeah.
Are we getting a little posse together?
Yeah, no, that's all right. Yeah, that's right.
Take him on over the grill being a fake, right?
15 of us going after him. Thanks for being here. Now,
good to be here.
Nicole Kidman, she's one of those biggest stars in the world probably at this point.
Probably
you know,
is. She's hot to trot now, isn't she?
What the hell was that? I didn't hear that, but go on. No, she's big star, and here you are co-starring with her in this movie. Is that intimidating, or were you able to joke around with her a little bit? Is she someone you can kid around with?
Definitely, yeah. She was a real pleasure to work with all the time. She was always up for a laugh and liked being with the boys. It was a very male cast and male crew, and she liked that. She likes being.
Hot to trot, so to speak.
Hot to trot, yeah. I mean, yeah, you know, I think I tested her patience a couple of times, maybe went too far.
Would you play jokes on her and stuff?
Yeah, there was one scene which didn't make it into the movie, probably because of this. There's a lot of toilet stuff in the movie, you know. Whenever my character, John, is under pressure, he retreats to the toilet, somewhere to think, you know.
Right.
And there's a scene in the morning, I've been living on my own all my life, and I've forgotten I have a Russian mail-order bride in the house, and I was completely naked on the toilet. It was a wide shot of me sitting on the toilet reading National Geographic, you know, as you do. Helps keep you...
What do you mean, I don't do that.
Yeah, as one does.
I do the jumble. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. National Geographic kind of relaxes you, keeps you regular. And, anyway, I was, you know what I mean? Anyway.
No.
No.
Okay, no, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, no, anyway, so the scene was Nicole came in.
She walks in unannounced.
She walks in, I'm completely naked reading National Geographic. I drop the magazine and just make a sort of noise, you know, a surprise and a start.
Right.
And she stared at me for 10, 15 seconds and just walked out.
Right.
And on this occasion, I just had the idea, because it was a real bathroom with water in the bowl, you know, and there was a bar of soap on the sink.
Yeah.
And I decided, like, it'd be funny if I, you know, clutched the soap in between the cheeks of my arse. And when she came in to, like, release it, you know, so, and the sound guy, you know, you can't really make sound guys laugh because it's sound.
Right.
He was giggling before I did it, because he was the only guy in the bathroom, he was in the tub, with the mic. And he was actually very pleased by this, because she came in, I dropped the National Geographic, I let go, it was all perfect. It was hard to hold it, because you automatically spread a bit when you sit down on the...
We don't need to get that specific.
I'm sorry, man. Once I start, I can't...
About the relative abilities of your ass to hold things.
I got a prehensile ass, you know what I mean? And anyway, so I was clutching it, and dropped the magazine. The timing was great. Let go, and the noise could not have been better. The sound guy was very pleased with it. But the thing was, it sounded like I'd sort of in shock. You know what I mean? It was like... that made it a lot funnier.
This isn't cable. You can't say that.
It's different in England. It's
That's true. That's probably not a swear here,
That's right.
I could say...
It's a cat in French.
Can I know? I don't know if I... This is great.
Yeah. Well, it's French, the cat.
You guys, right. You guys just say these words a little differently. Okay, okay.
Yeah. I was sitting down. It's like it's like Yiddish for sit.
Yeah, okay.
And
So what did Nicole Kidman do at this whole turn of
Well,
events?
that's the thing. I got such a kick out of myself. I was laughing hard by this point.
Right.
And The noise was so good. The sound guy was... It was almost like... Anyway, yeah. And the sound guy was laughing too, which is rare, and I could hear the director laughing. Nicole didn't laugh at all. It made me feel very, very small and immature. I was completely naked.
And you're in a very vulnerable position,
I was completely naked with a good pair of British underpants around my ankles.
Now, are you always grabbing things with your ass, or is this something that you just did at this one time?
No, that was the start of it. Since then, I've realized that, you know, you can do so much more.
All right.
You get so much more done.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
One of those claws that gets the toys at the fair. We could do a game show where we lower you and people to try and pick prizes. You know? You're just hanging there. Wait a minute. That, you know, because here in the States, they have all these TV shows now where celebrities like Fear Factor compete. This could be a big show.
Yeah,
Get different celebrities to try and pick prizes up.
And like really,
with their relative bottoms.
Really difficult things like a small button mushroom or like, you know, like chopstick factor.
You took this way too far.
Okay.
You were gonna during the pitch session. You've got to keep very quiet.
All right.
Now you are from which part of Britain? I'm curious.
I was born in Windsor,
Windsor, where Windsor Castle is.
That's right. It's where the Queen goes on weekends.
Now you always see on the news the Queen went to Windsor Castle. Were you next door? I mean, if you like hit the baseball, would it go into the Queen's yard?
No,
or the cricket masher? What do you guys call it? The cricket tweedle?
Yeah.
The dilly dilly day? I don't know. You can hit me at any time. Everyone does.
No, I like it. No, the frumple wouldn't go that far.
The frumple,
like, yeah. No, it really was... I was 2 miles away from... I was born in the shadow of the castle, and I lived about 2 miles away.
The shadow? You sound like Quasimodo. You're in the shadow. But one day, my ass will learn to pick things up, and then I'll be back! So did you... I mean, this is great. You must have... Did you see her? Did you ever see the Queen, like, hanging out?
I did see the Queen hanging out once. I was cycling on the long road. I can't remember if I was cycling on a moped.
How old are you at this point? Are you like a kid on a tricycle?
I'm somewhere between 13 and 16, and I had a... so I don't remember if it was a bicycle. I think it was a bicycle. And I was cycling home from school along a long straight road that went basically from the castle to my house. Anyway, that sounds bizarre, but it was a long... Anyway, I was cycling back, and there was a traffic jam. And I was cycling past the car, as you do between the curb and the cars, and I saw a big black car, and it had a little royal seal on it. I was like, oh, I look in there, but it was tinted. So the traffic was hardly moving, so I cycled to the front, I look back, and there's just the Queen on her own in the middle of the car.
And she's stuck in the traffic jam?
Totally stuck, no security either side, and just sitting there. So I couldn't, you know how it is with celebrities sometimes, you can't stop looking?
Yes.
So I just cycling back.
I do that here, actually, when I'm talking to them.
Do you?
I'm a weirdo, yeah. But so you see her and you start staring at her?
I just couldn't stop looking at her, so I was cycling, but saw the Queen, and I made her feel quite uncomfortable. She was...
Good for you, dude.
Yeah, thanks, man, thanks.
It'd be great. I made the Queen feel quite uncomfortable.
Well, she was just trying to do that, you know.
Right.
That.
Right.
Actually, it's not that. It's like a little plastic arm that's attached to something that they do that. The hand just does that, yeah.
Right. She probably has a fake hand with her, so she doesn't have to wave at people.
That's right. It's just like an electric window.
It'd be really funny if you had seen the Queen in traffic and she was just leaning on her horn and screaming, come on! Totally losing it.
Yeah.
Well, this film, Birthday Girl, opens next Friday. This is a great thing for you.
Oh, yeah, I like this one. I'm happy with it. I'm proud of it, and I think it's fun. It's good.
Well, come on back with the next one, too. It's really been fun talking to you.
These
are funny stories.
Thanks,
Ben Chaplin, everybody. We'll take a break when we come back. Baba Mal is here. Stick around.